Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get our latest updates.
Okay, question for you, Gomathi. Why is, because you have created a caregiver group, and Mangala will ask you as well, why is caregiver sharing important? Because often caregivers kind of don't recognize the value of it. They think, I have enough to do, why should I join this group? So can you talk about how you benefited and what you're seeing as benefits?
Yeah, definitely. Because when my mother-in-law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and seeing her, behavioral changes, every day was used to be a new day for me. And suddenly there was this article in the newspaper about Scarf opening a DEMCARES wing at Anna Salai, Chennai. And that was like, it came as a blessing to me because I didn't know like how to cope up or how, because always we felt as a family, we felt inadequate. So we didn't know what was coming day in and day out. For example, she would just sit in the room and then she will suddenly say, no, the train has stopped, come on, let us go, and she will pack her bag and she will come out. So we did not know how to handle such behaviors, and suddenly she will ask in the middle of the night to open the door and go. She wanted to go to her house, or at times she will start singing in the night. Daytime singing is absolutely okay, but when she starts singing in the night when everybody is asleep, we did not know how to cope up. We were feeling so inadequate and a helpless kind of a situation. And DEMCARES wing of SCARF came as a blessing for us. So there I could meet many other caregivers like me. I thought, why am I suffering like this? So when I met many caregivers and the training that we got as for caregivers, that was extremely useful and very helpful. So that was my first point of contact with Dr. Sridhar, wherein, he explained to us through a PowerPoint as to how they feel, how the patients with our loved ones, dementia, how their memory works and what happens to them. So all that was a great learning. And in the group, we would, monthly once we would cry, we would come only to cry our heart out. So we felt that we are not alone, we are supported, we never felt alone after that. And then we would contact each other and share our issues. And from some quarter, there will be some solution, try this, try that. For example, when my mother-in-law developed incontinence during the later stages, we did not know what to do. And we had to keep her on diaper because we did not appoint any external caregiver. Affordability was also an issue with us. And I and my husband and my son, all the three of us were, and each one of us taking turns to go out. And suddenly one person said that, why don't you try a pinafore over the diaper so that it is secured from behind so that she cannot remove it. So that really helped. So this idea came from another caregiver, who had experience and who shared, and this was immensely beneficial for us so that we could, keep her diaper, secured in that place so that otherwise she would fiddle it and she would remove it. But that pinafore, that help of, the idea of that pinafore was extremely beneficial and useful. And this came from another caregiver. So like that, we support each other. So anybody has an issue, we talk about it, we speak it out, and then some idea will, we have to just see what works for us as caregivers. All our loved ones have different issues. They are not the same issues. Correct. So what works for one may not work for another, or what can work at one time may not work another time. So since we have these issues, it is always good to be in the group, ask questions and get the answers. From some quarter or the other, we would get the answers. And that is how support group has been growing and quite well.
Right. So just one question that's come based on your comment, Gomathi. What is a pinafore? Can you describe it?
Pinafore is like a half pant, and it is secured with a belt in the front and behind. You can see the young children wearing pinafore style of dress, or maybe in the school.
I think, okay, it's called it's like a short and skirt mix.
It's like a short, and it is secured with a belt so that it connects your shoulders behind.
Right. Okay.
And it is fastened behind, so it cannot be removed, easily by the patient with dementia. So that really helped for me.
Right. So it's got like suspenders. Right. So it's suspenders.
Yes, exactly. Right. That was very helpful, Aparna.
Okay. Thanks. Mangala, anything else that you'd like to add on that? From your
What I
experience of
want to
running the
say
support
is
group.
that many caregivers say that when they look at other patients, they feel that we are doing much better than them. You know, so it somehow gives them some kind of peace of mind. Not only that, they understand what they can expect in the future. So
Right.
they become mentally prepared also. That's another thing.
Right.
Then this support group becomes their alternate family actually, because many of them, they lose contact with their family members. They are not socializing, they are not talking, because they feel that what is there to talk to them. I mean, why should we share our sad stories with the family members? But here, with the support group members, they can share everything. They get a lot of emotional help over there, and they become emotionally balanced. Besides, they get a lot of information. That's a different story altogether, but a lot of
Right.
resource sharing also happens, a lot of resource sharing. And right now, our WhatsApp support group is so active and so powerful. I mean, we started this group 4 years ago, but the role that it is playing, in the lives of caregivers, I cannot say anything about it. They are there for each other,
Right.
and that
Right.
is how it is right now.
And one question, I think we talked about it as to, but if you can talk about why caregivers should try and learn about dementia caregiving or dementia care.
Okay. First of all, dementia caregiving is the most difficult form of caregiving for the elderly. That is one thing. Then the issues are very, very complex. There is a lot to learn every day, as Gomathi was saying, that every day is a battle. Every day you want to know something new, how to tackle this situation. You just don't know about it.
Right.
After working for 10 years in this field, I still feel that I don't know so much about dementia, whereas the caregivers are facing the problems. We are only telling them, they are actually facing the problems, and they want to find solutions to it, and they want to, live with it. So I would say that dementia is a very, very complex subject, and that is why they have to learn so many things, and nobody is a born caregiver. It's a process which evolves. It's a caregiver, if the caregiver wants to care for somebody, if that feeling is there that yes, this is my loved person and I want to do whatever I can, if they have that feeling, then they can evolve as a caregiver. They can
Right.
become a loving caregiver. They can learn so many skills like problem solving. They have to be resilient. They have to learn how to be patient. They have to be analytical. So they communication skills, because if they learn just communication skills, the behavior problems can go down by about 50%. So many things are there that they can think of. Then they can think about creatively how to
Right.
solve this problem. That creativity also comes with the
Right.
sharing and learning. And another thing what I feel is that if this learning goes on, then only they can keep up with the caregiving challenges.
Right.
Without learning, without having interaction with the experts, with different professionals, they just cannot do it. So they need this support throughout the caregiving journey. And if they feel that there are people around them who are there for them as caregivers, they are standing with them, they are working for them, then they get that emotional strength to go ahead and continue doing the job of caregiving.
Right. Right. Thank you.